Well, we're out in the bus again. This is a few days later. What day did we come on? That was a Monday. It's now Wednesday, isn't it, Jack? Yeah. It's now Wednesday and we're back up on the moors having a nice chicken salad.
We're going to be healthy.
So we're on the moors again a couple of days later after work. Got a nice chicken salad. Got some strip chicken thigh there in the bowl for Daisy. And a nice cup of tea. And I've been sat out in the sun for about 40 minutes and it's beautiful sunshine, but it started getting cold. Well, we went and sat out in the sun again. There was this woman behind us in the van and this woman was having so much trouble with her dogs. They were running off, barking. Daisy was just transfixed on them. Didn't do an awful lot this evening. We just chilled out for a while and then we drove back home and didn't go out again for a couple of days. Well, here we are.
Well, here we are.
You're taking the mick out of me. We're back in the bus again. We're bunking off tomorrow, which is Sunday. Well, it's sunny in here. Nobody wants to come and eat a roast dinner on Sunday. They're all, when the sun's out, all they're doing is going to the beach or going to the moors or going to the Barbican and getting wrecked or anywhere like that. So we're not going to work tomorrow. We had no bookings, so no point coming in and cooking roast for nobody. So we're bunking off tomorrow. So we're going to go out tonight, which is a Saturday night. We're going to park up on the moors on Dartmoor. We're going to spend Saturday night on Dartmoor. I'm going to spend all day Saturday sunbathing on Dartmoor. And then Sunday night, we're going to park up on Dartmoor and sleep there as well. And then we're going to come home sometime on Monday when we can be bothered. And
we're going to see the northern lights.
Hopefully we'll see the northern lights. Also, the sun, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. We're supposed to be having rubbish weather again. Next weekend we got a wedding anyway, so number one, we can't go out in the bus next weekend because we've got a wedding. Number two, you know that my van, it had a leak, didn't it? And Marquis Motorhomes were trying to decide whether they were going to do it themselves or whether it had to go back to Autotrail. Well, Autotrail has told them it's got to go back to the factory in Grimsby, where we live in Plymouth. So on Wednesday, I'm emptying the van completely, dropping it to Marquis Motorhomes at Lee Mill, innit, Jack? And they're going to collect it, well, probably, on a flatbed or something like that. I don't want them chucking 500 miles on me clock and driving it there and back. Yeah, they're going to collect it, take it up to Grimsby, see what they can do about the pop top, whether they can seal it, whether they got to take it off, reseal it and put it back. I don't know, it's their problem. So looks like I won't be having my van anyway for a week or 2 weeks or 3. I don't know how long these people take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know somebody, he's had a leaky pop top, his van's gone back, it was a brand new van, he's not had it for 4 months. Well, I hope to Christ I don't have to be 4 months without it. By the time they bring it back, it'll be blinking raining again. Anyway, rant over, we're off to the moors, see you in a minute. We are at the George Junction, up by the parking ride. What area do they call this? George Junction is Roborough? No, it's not quite Roborough yet. Is it Roborough? Roborough. Yeah, this is Roborough, isn't it? George Junction, Roborough. So we're just heading up towards the moors. Get on our parking space for the night. Well, it's Tavistock Road, but I'm thinking the area, isn't it? We're just approaching the Woolwell roundabout, which will take us, on the main road, leading straight up onto the moors, so we can get out, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the sheep and the lambs and the cows and anything else that wants to jump out and bite us.
Nice.
Yeah. I was getting confused. I was looking in my mirror, and at the same time, I was looking in the camera, and I could see a blue car behind me, but it wasn't behind me, it was the blue car that's in front of me. Now we got another roundabout. Now, what do they call this? Has this got a name? Oh, Belliver Roundabout. Of course it's Belliver Roundabout. I've got a memory like a blinking sieve, I am. Belliver Roundabout. All right then, mate. Whee! Sorry. There we go. Look at that, Jack. Shit, want to drive? Belliver Roundabout, heading up to Tavistock on the A386. I've got some pickled onions and olives and a jar of cooking oil in a bag at the back of the bus on the floor. I think it's halfway down the bus now. I didn't want to put it on the bed. It wouldn't fit in the fridge or the cupboard. Didn't want to put it on the bed because knowing our luck, either the olive oil or the cooking oil, what was the other one? Or the pickled onion vinegar would leak out the jars and ruin our bed, and that would be it, game over again. And then that would be my fault instead of Jackie's. And then Jackie could call me a blinking idiot. Just like I called her one, didn't I, Jack? Yeah. There's the Dartmoor Diner on the left, very popular cafe, roadside cafe. Not as nice as Daisy's Tea Room and Coffee Shop, Sutton Harbour though. Like I said, once again, we're very fortunate enough to have absolutely beautiful weather. I mean, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, the clouds have buggered off, the grass is green, and all the sheep are waiting for us on the moors, just to entertain us. So we're back out on the moors again. I've got a shandy, Jackie's got a cup of tea, and Daisy is just sat there in between us, doing what she normally does and being kind of perfect. And dinner is served, but some silly fool, meaning me, forgot to bring the lettuce. So what have we got here? We got some salmon, we got some cooked salmon, and we got some tiger prawns. Are they tiger prawns? The large ones. And we got a bit of prawn cocktail, and then we got some boiled eggs and just some salady stuff, minus the lettuce because some fool forgot it. We've had our dinner. Jackie's chilling out, playing her iPad at the back of the bus. What are you playing, Jack?
My word game.
Is it word domination? Mm-hmm. She plays word domination while she's relaxing on the bed. I've put the kettle on for a cuppa. Just about to do the dishes, and Daisy, she's making the most of catching the final rays of sunshine. Look at that. Look at that. Daisy, you're going to get a beautiful tan. And as for me, well, I'm the one doing all the work. I don't mind doing the work. It's fun. Well, I'm up at my pop top again. It's dark. You can see the sunset, or what's left of the sunset, going down behind me, or beside the van, should I say. And there's literally loads of cars pulling up and parking up around us, or in front of us, because the northern lights are supposed to be on display again. So I'm assuming they're all coming to see that. It's supposed to be quite prominent from 11 o'clock onwards. And I think, what's the time now? Oh, it's 20 past 10 right now. 20 past 10, so, you know, another 40 minutes between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning, it's supposed to be more prominent. It's supposed to be less prominent tonight than it was last night. But we'll have a look, see if we can see anything. Well, I'm still up here in me pop top. Loads of cars coming and going and that. I think a lot of them are getting a bit peed off because there's no light show, so they're hanging around for 20 minutes, half an hour or whatever, and then they're probably crossing their legs needing a widow or something, and then having to go home disappointed. But, you know, we're here all night, so we might see something, we might not. We might go to bed before we see something. Like I said, there's loads of vehicles turning up, hoping to see a little bit of this phenomenon that's supposed to be going on this evening. Well, that's it, just a load of cars, no northern lights whatsoever this evening, just loads of cars all parking up waiting for disappointment. Good morning. Well, we had a good night's sleep last night eventually, when when all the excitement of these northern lights died down, which nobody saw anything anyway. We had loads of cars pitched up here, some of them all night, but when we woke up, everyone that was parked on our patch, they're all squeezed in on our plot. There's about 3 extra cars squeezed in on our plot. They'd buggered off. The kettle's just about to boil now, so I've got my bacon baps there. I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've got the bacon frying in the pan. Can you see the pan? You can see the pan's over there. There's Daisy. There's the bacon frying. You can just about make that out possibly. And the kettle's on. And the kettle's just about to whistle at me. So I'm going to go and do that. Put the bacon baps together, make a cup of tea. And then that's brunch. I call it brunch because we don't eat too early, but then we don't have lunch. So we call it brunch. And then we got a nice roast to look forward to tonight, which I already plated up at work. Put it in those foil trays. We can whack it straight in the oven. What a winning combination. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., bacon bap, cup of tea, best dog in the world, best wife in the world, best bacon in the world. And there's the view from outside the door. So there's my baps, bacon, cheese and red sauce. And I've got to admit, they're absolutely lovely. And I've got a chicken breast for Daisy, but we all know she's a pain in the ass. So I'm chucking it in the frying pan with what's left of the bacon fat, and then she'll think it's ours and then she'll eat it, hopefully. And then of course we've got Daisy's dinner, which is chicken breast, roasted chicken breast, and I chucked it in the bacon fat, and I'll tell you what, I've nibbled a few bits. It's absolutely divine. I'm jealous. If you don't eat that, Daisy, because we know you're a fussy pants, you're an absolute lunatic. It's a bit hot at the moment though. Well, I'm out here again, sat out in the sunshine trying to top up me suntan. That was my main agenda this weekend, to be honest, was just to get out, get somewhere quiet, get somewhere with a nice field where I can play with Daisy, chuck the ball, not get hassled by too many people, just sit out in the sun and work on this tan. So here we are, dogs taking shade underneath the van, woman's taking shade on the bed.
You said I'm the woman and not the dog.
You're the woman and not the dog. I would never say anything like that's debatable, because I'd get a slap around the head. And we got a beautiful field there to chase the ball, chase the sticks, chase the sheep. We've had loads of sheep and lambs and horses around here. Beautiful location. It's good here. The place comes complete with a beer shelf. But it's not beer, it's a shandy shelf, because I'm a lightweight. So we've had a nice day today. I've done a little bit of sunbathing, well, quite a bit actually. Been sat out there for about 5 or 6 hours today, I reckon. And then we went for a little walk. I didn't take the camera with me because I didn't have enough pockets, but we went for a walk over to the other side of the I call it, well, it's like an abandoned air base, isn't it? An old World War II air base. And they had an ice cream van there, so we got ourselves an ice cream, come back, done some more what did we do? Done some more sunbathing. Of course we done some more sunbathing. And now we're eating our roasts. Like I said before, I get them all prepared in advance at work in these foil trays. Then all they do is take an hour in the oven. No cooking, no dishes, no nothing. Beautiful. Roast beef tonight. Oh, and what is it? Cauliflower cheese. Very nice. Well, there we got Daisy's dinner. It's roast chicken, roast beef. She got some potatoes, a little bit of veg there and gravy. She's not eating anything all day because she wasted her chicken this morning, so I warmed it up and chucked it in there with the beef and the leftover roast. So, are we going to have it, Daisy? Go on then. How much of that is she going to get down there? Hey, what do you reckon? Well, she's starting on it. That's always a good sign. Let's see how she clears the plate. Daisy, how did you do with your dinner? How did you do? Look at that. She ate all of it, apart from some potato by the looks of it. Wow, what a good girl. That was loads of it. So she didn't want her breakfast this morning. Well, brunch. We don't eat until about, I think we had about 11, 12 o'clock, something like that. She didn't want nothing then, so she hadn't ate nothing all day, but she's had a massive roast. Daisy, well done. Good girl. All right, everybody. Well, we've raided our rations. What have we got? Peaches and Tip Top. And we're going to watch that wee baby reindeer crazy lady. What's she called? The wee baby reindeer. Is he called?
Well, it's Fiona Harvey, isn't it?
Fiona Harvey. Is it Jeremy Clarkson? No.
Piers Morgan.
I always get them mixed up. I always get Jeremy Clarkson and Piers Morgan. So it's the Piers Morgan interview with that wee baby reindeer crazy lady called
Fiona Harvey.
Fiona Harvey, not Martha, because that's the woman in the film.
Yeah, that's the character.
With emergency rations, a rusty tin of condensed milk, and a rusty tin of peaches that have been in the van since we bought it last September.
It's a little bit weird, but we'll see.
What's the worst that can happen? A very good morning to you. This is our second night and should I say our second morning now. We've been away in the van and a very nice sleep we had last night. We always have a nice sleep with this teddy bear duvet. It's absolutely lovely. Yesterday, such a beautiful day yesterday. The sun, I think I heard on the news, it was like hottest day of the year. It was a bit windy, but every time that wind died down, God, I could feel it burning me. As you can see, the tan's coming on a treat, which I'm quite proud of. But it's absolutely, as the weatherman predicted, it's absolutely assing it down. So we're stuck out on the moors and it's assing it down. It's winding, it's raining. Take a look at that. Don't look too bad through the van window. It just looks like a bit of rain in a beautiful countryside. But we don't mind. I've done plenty of sunbathing yesterday and the day before, and we'll just chill out in the van for a while. Well, as long as we like. Have a bacon bap. And then, you know, we might eat something later on. Emergency rations then, pretty much, because after me bacon bap, we got some chicken left. And I got rice and pasta and soups and things like that. So there's always something to eat in there. But if not, we'll just have our bacon bap and then we'll doss around for a few hours and we might go home and chill out and, you know, get ourselves a takeaway tonight. That sounds like a plan, because we've got work again tomorrow morning. Daisy needs to go out for a wee. It's absolutely assing it down and we forgot her jacket, so we've had to compromise. Well, we didn't forget it. It was beautiful weather, so we didn't bring a coat for her. Right, gonna go for a wee wee, Daisy. Come on then, down you go. Down you go. Go on then, out you go. Go on then, go wee wee. Go wee wee. Don't expect me to come with you though. Where are you? I said to go that way. She couldn't just go forward. She's had to go sideways. Go on, go wee wee. There's a good girl. That's a good girl. There. She looks like an orphan. That's a big wee wee. It's a big wee wee, Daisy. There. Coming in now. What a good. Did you have a shake? Gonna go and show mummy. Go show mummy. Can you see her, mummy?
Lovely, Lauren.
I'm not called Lauren, I'm called Daddy.
Yeah.
Go on then, Daisy. Up you go. Can you get mummy? Up you go. Can you do it? Daddy, do it. Daddy, do it. She says, yeah, you do it. Right, that's the end of our almost 3 days wild camping. Totally off-grid, wild camping for almost 3 days. And I must admit, you know, the weather's been absolutely beautiful. The food's been nice. I came prepared. I prepared a lot of it in advance, so that made life a hell of a lot easier. We got plenty of water. The water lasted. Jackie had a shower. The batteries lasted fairly well. I mean, last night I ran the engine for about half an hour because the low power thing was beeping, and that got us through the evening. But during the course of the day today, the low power thing's been beeping every now and again. So I turned the fridge off because like it's cold in there, and all I got in there is a few bits of bacon and some butter. So we're taking that home now anyway. So. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Now, we've had a great time. We always love going away in the bus. I had one little thing on my dashboard come up, a picture of an engine. A picture of an engine in, it was like a yellow engine symbol. So check engine, it says. So that come on yesterday when I started the engine to warm, you know, just to try and charge the battery a little bit. I ran it for about half an hour. Everything was sort of like, you know, seemed okay. I'll give it a few revs. You know, the temperature, it didn't overheat or anything like that. Didn't make any funny noises. I did have a look on my Facebook page of people who have got the same sort of, you know, from my Autotrail Expedition Facebook page, for a lot of people who've got the same vans, and there's lots of mentions about the engine symbol coming on, and I think it just sounds like, hopefully it's just a sensor or something, you know. I mean, it's only what month are we in? 5, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So 8 months old. We've only had it for 8 months. We've only done 2,700 miles. So there's nothing really wear and tear that could go wrong with it. I think it's simply, like they've been saying on my Facebook page, or that expedition page I'm on, lots of dodgy sensors. Some people, they've taken it to Fiat garages, they've plugged it in there and even been able to find the fault. So but that's what we'll have to do. Touch wood, everything's fine. Also, as I mentioned earlier, obviously I've had that ongoing problem with the pop top that was leaking, and dealers couldn't fix it, and the answer was it's going back to the manufacturers, to Autotrail in Grimsby. So that's where it's going on Wednesday. So after we get home today, well, I won't do it today because it's chucking it down, hopefully tomorrow, completely empty the van out again, and then Wednesday morning it's got to go to Marquis Leisure, Leamail, and then from there it's going to be taken up to Grimsby. I'm pretty certain it'll go on the back of a transporter because it wouldn't really be fair to put 500 miles on the clock, wouldn't it? To be honest with you, I've got to renew my insurance because my insurance only covers me up to 3,000 miles because they think it's a leisure vehicle, and I don't know, I think they assume that it's parked on the drive half the year, not with us. No. So we've done 2,700 miles in about, what did I say, 8 months. So I'll phone them up and I'll probably just put that up to 6,000 because it's hitting the summer now. We're going to be using it a lot more during the summer than we were during the winter. So I'll just up that to 6,000 miles a year.
That's if we get it back.
That's if we get it back. Yeah, I've asked people how long do they think it'll take for me to get the van back. They said God knows, but if I was you, I'd drain it down ready for winter. I'm blinking hope not. I do know somebody who's got a pop top. They got it from, where did they get it from? Can you remember? No, it's I think it's a T6. They got a pop top T6 that was playing up. I'm trying to get seatbelt in here. Pop top T6 that was playing up, and yeah, the pop top was leaking, and they've been without the van for 4 months. I think it's a 2022 model, 2022 or 2023 model. 4 months they've been without that. 4 months.
That's September.
Hey?
That'd be September for us.
Well, I hope not. I hope they drive it up there. They spend a day looking at it. They think, yeah, we know what the problem is. Then they spend a day fixing it, or 2 days, right? You can build a bleeding van in 2 days, right? So a couple of days fixing it. Then the third day, they get some quality control geezer to write it all off. And then in the fourth day, they can bring it down. If not, they can book it in for bringing it down. And it really shouldn't be longer than a week. If it's longer than a week, that's really sloppy. So I'm hoping it will be a week. I mean, another friend of mine said that sometimes they just like it out of the way because it's taking up parking spaces. But if they've got a massive factory with a massive yard, you know, and it's not in the way, they might not be in any rush. But hopefully they will. Hopefully Autotrail pull their finger out, sort it out. It's a leaky pop top. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they've done it hundreds of times, you know. So they'll fix the pop top, send it back to me. Hopefully they'll have a look at this engine light as well, and then we'll be ready to go in another week or so. Fingers crossed. So we're going to drive back home now.
Come on in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're off, leaving this spot now, heading back home. Gives us the afternoon and the evening to chill out before we go back to work tomorrow. Wagons home, as they say.